don't come any bigger than this. It's the big one, Game 7 of the World Series between the Chicago Cubs and the Cleveland Indians. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. With me are Eric Harris and Steve Lyons. And Steve, everything to play for here as we get ready for Game 7.
Well, I think it's really been what you'd call a World Series for the ages. Back and forth, a lot of tight games, a very evenly played series. And now it's all come down to this. One game, 9 innings for the World Championship. And this is what it's all about. Pull up a seat, grab some popcorn, but hang on for the ride.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. The crowd erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your Cleveland Indians.
And briefly here, a glance at the 2 starters who will get the ball here in this one. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. What do they need to focus on in order to win a championship here on the road, Steve?
Well, they're facing a guy today that throws a lot of strikes, so you're going to have to be aggressive early in the count, but get the ball up in the zone. Shorten up a little bit, put the ball in play.
Corey Kluber will be the Game 7 starter here in the World Series in front of his hometown crowd. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, remember, he's got 5 pitches to work with, so that really makes it difficult for the hitter. He can change speeds, ball moving in and out. Not a lot of fun for the hitters.
And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at how the Tribe stacks up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, one of the great shortstops in the game, especially when you're talking about athleticism, Francisco Lindor. What he does just amazes every time out. We get an opportunity to watch him in this one.
Dexter Fowler heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball. And now look out as that runs in and gets him, and a very interesting start to this one.
Yeah, not really too many reasons why you'd ever intentionally want to hit the leadoff batter in a ball game. Well, let's see how they decide to play it from here.
Into the box now, Kyle Schwarber. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Kluber pauses. First pitch on its way. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Figure we'll probably see a heavy dose of that sinker here tonight.
It's really a pitch you'll lean on, especially when he needs that ground ball. But even in situations like this where he's just trying to get ahead.
Good power curveball there, and he's in control. 0-2. Hit hard on the ground to second. Kipnis has it. One there. On to Napoli at first, and it's a double play. Chris Bryant will get his first opportunity here in Game 7, and obviously a lot riding on every at-bat at this point.
Yeah, it's win or go home, and this is where you really have to start to lean on your stars. So he's going to have a lot of pressure on his shoulders to come up with something big.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Bryant around first, heading for second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Boy, when you hit a ball into the gap like that, I don't care who the outfielders are. You have no chance of chasing that thing down. Splits the outfielders perfectly, in for an easy double. And boy, you got some things going now.
Anthony Rizzo will stand in an early RBI opportunity here in Game 7.
And it goes without saying, this is an important one to cash in on. You don't know how many more opportunities you're going to get, so you've got to make everyone count.
Sharply hit ball back up the middle, and that is through into center field, a base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
Well, that's got to be encouraging for these guys so far. They're facing one of the tougher guys around, and that's 2 hits now here in the first inning, and that ball was smoked.
Ben Zobrist stands in trying to cash in the first inning. Runners at the corners, 2 away.
Yeah, and if nothing else, they've at least done a pretty good job of making this starter work right here in the first inning.
First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1. And he watches one split the middle here, 1-1.
Well, he's having some problems here with location. He's got 2 on already here in the first, and that last pitch right down the middle.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Davis on the run. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Cubs strand a couple, and now the Indians will see what their bats can do in a score. I'm going to take a glance at the Tribe's starting lineup. Steve, what's the key if they want to be crowned world champions here tonight?
Well, you're going to get a heavy dose of those sinking fastballs, so you got to look for the ball to get up in the zone. If you swing at anything down, you're going to be rolling over pitches, and it's hard to get a rally started if you're hitting into double plays all day. With
a moment now, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, Anthony Rizzo is really the centerpiece for this Cubs ball club. Offensively, we know what he does. But defensively, he really holds this infield together. Very fluid over at first base, good soft hands, and has a good throwing arm as well.
Carlos Santana is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Chop foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Oh, he just about found the back door with that one. Just maybe an inch or 2 away.
Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And that misses 2-2.
And you know what, guys? This is a big league battle going on right now. Neither guy wanting to back down. No sign of weakness on either side.
And he holds off on the breaking ball, so the count runs full.
Wow, what an at-bat he's having right now. He's fought off some tough pitches. He's laid off a few pitches like that one. And now he's worked his way back to a 3-2 count.
Fights off another pitch and hits it foul right at the plate. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. Now a swing and a ground ball. Bryant is up with it. And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. One away. Digging in, Jason Kipnis, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. And a sinker's in there for a called strike, and he forges ahead 0-2.
Yeah, that finds a zone, but some of these pitches are getting a little too much elevation. That could come back to bite him.
That's a ball.
Too high. 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Swinging a ball yanked down the right field line. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a one-out double. Coming to the plate now, Francisco Lindor. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Pitch in the dirt, and that scoots right on by. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. The 1-0 delivery. Liner toward right center. And they're going to hit the board first tonight as this ball's down for extra bases. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. Throw won't get him. Mike Napoli will stand in, looking to make this a 2-0 game if he can perhaps get a ball airborne.
Yeah, you've got to put the ball in play right here. A ground ball would probably work as well, as long as you don't hit it too hard right at a corner guy.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. This one's a strike. It's 1-1. Oh, not fooled one bit by the changeup as he smokes this one to deep left field. That one will not be coming back. A home run. A 2-run home run for Mike Napoli. His first homer here in the series. And the Indians move in front now 3-0. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Lonnie Chisenhall takes his first shot here with the runner at first now and one away. He's set. Here it comes. And a high strike there, 0-1.
Well, he's really had to work hard here in this first inning. You got to wonder, how much is that going to take out of him?
And he misses with it, 1-1. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
And another foul ball. 3 runs already home here. Now this is on the ground to first. We'll see if they can get 2. And he'll take this over to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner moves into scoring position at second.
You know, that's one that you just don't see that often. Safe at second base, but out at first. Just shows you the speed he has at first base that he was able to beat the throw into second.
Rajay Davis is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0.
Now remember, he does have a base open here if he needs it. But this inning's already taken a big toll on him so far. So I'm not sure he'd want to make it any longer than he has to.
Here it comes, 2-0. That one's more like it, he says. Back to 2-1 now.
Yeah, I don't think you want to come in throwing a lot of high changeups. That's a pitch he's going to have to get lower in the strike zone.
To 2-2 now.
A lot of people think that pitch will burn straight down, but it will work back a little bit towards righties, like that one did right there.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. But they strike for 3 in the inning, 2 on this 2-run home run. Second inning coming up. It's 3-0 in favor of the Tribe. Addison Russell makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
Addison Russell.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0.
Well, you got to figure that this guy's going to come out here free and easy here in the second. He's got a 3-run cushion already. No reason not to come right after these guys.
Left it up in the zone, but it's a strike. 1-1. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out. Number 40 will get his first cuts here. Kluber gets the sign. Here comes the first pitch. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike one.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
Line toward the alley in left center. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
And you know the hitting coach right now is sitting in that dugout pumping his fist because that's what he's preaching all day, every day. Hit the ball up the middle, hit it hard.
Jason Hayward stands in for the first time. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1.
Oh, that's a good fastball right there. And you had to figure that he was looking for that sinker.
Now a throw over and the runner back.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
The 0-1 delivery. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's trying to get a ground ball here. He's coming right after him, trying to get a punch out.
Chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Now a throw over to first. A dive, but he's back.
Just keeping an eye on him.
A pause, and the 0-2. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here's the 0-2. Ground ball left side. Scooped up. Kipnis on to first, and that's 2 innings and 2 double plays they've hit. Strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
And a breaking ball backs him out of the way. 1-0 the count. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now. Grounded up the first baseline. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out. Roberto Perez settles into the box for his first chance. Into the windup and the pitch. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike one.
And you kind of wonder if he's learned anything out there. There's another pitch right down the middle. I think he's lucky that that one didn't get hit a long way.
And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Well, that's a pitch right there that you've got to lay off. You know he's going to throw it on an 0-2, and that's a good job of pitch recognition right there.
Baez fields it cleanly. A flip from short right gets him, and there are 2 away. And with 2 away now, it's time to take our final look this year at our playoff brackets. Boy, it seems like so long ago that we got things started in the divisional rounds, but we will officially have our champion by the conclusion of play tonight. Carlos Santana will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first.
Yeah, but it's still a pretty good leadoff at bat because he made him throw a lot of pitches.
Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike one.
Well, much better here in the second inning. To me, he looked a little bit tentative early on. It's starting to look like he's finding the rhythm now.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Yeah, showing no fear there. He put the pitch right at the letters away, but that guy didn't want any part of it.
Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. And a classic 0-2 pitch as the changeup misses low, and it's 1-2 now.
And that's his strikeout pitch right there. You know, you'll see a lot of guys swing right over the top.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Indians go down 1-2-3. Javier Baez steps in here to start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow.
Yeah, and you know he's the number 9 hitter, but you've got to go to the plate right now thinking like a leadoff guy. Just find a way to get on base and then give those 1, 2, 3 guys a chance to drive you in or do something.
And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. Dexter Fowler will try it again. Remember, he was hit by a pitch as the first batter of the ball game.
That's a rough way to start off your ball game, but at least you get on base.
First pitch sinker misses in on the hands that time. It's a ball and no strikes.
And after getting hit in his first at-bat, he's got to be saying, look, enough with the inside pitches already.
1-0 pitch is a sinker swung on and missed 1-1. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Hit hard up the middle. And that's through for a hit.
Still fairly early in the game, but these guys don't want to let this 3-run deficit get any worse. Back-to-back hits here, going to bring the tying run to the plate with nobody out.
Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Boy, he better get it back together here with 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Right side hit hard. And that is into right field, a base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Another base hit right there. Their third hit in a row, and now the bases are loaded here with still nobody out.
Chris Bryant will dig in here with the bases loaded now, and their best opportunity yet to get on the board.
And they've had a few chances and come up empty, so they can't let this one get away from them.
Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball 1.
Well, you know, 3 straight hits are bad enough, but now he's making things even worse by falling behind the next guy.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Yeah, definitely taken all the way. Not a bad idea with the bases loaded.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, he's starting to put himself into a no-win situation. Obviously, you don't want to walk home a run, but you can't just throw a cookie in there because he could bring in 4 with 1 swing.
And this could be trouble now. It's 3-1. Comes set. Now the pitch. And there's a called strike at the knees as he was hoping for a base on balls there, but it's a full count now. 3-2. EK, where are you going now on 3-2?
I still got to work a corner. Not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway pitch.
Anthony Rizzo has a chance here to put his guys right back in this one. Bases are loaded.
Yeah, and a ball deep into the gap could tie it, and of course a long ball would flip this script entirely.
And he drops it. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's now a 3-1 ball game.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what's happening here. He's focused so much on lining up to make this throw that he actually forgets to catch the ball first. And he's going to get hit with an error for his efforts here. Or maybe you'd call it lack of effort.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. As this ball's hit softly to the right side of the infield. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
Well, this is going to get him a run closer. A simple ground ball here plates the runner from third, and we're back now to a one-run game.
So striding in, Addison Russell, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Watches a fastball right there for strike one.
Oh, and he had a pitch to hit right there, and don't think he doesn't know it. He may not get a better one the rest of the night.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And now a good slider that doesn't quite catch the zone. It's 2-1 now.
Yeah, a good job here of working himself back into a hitter's count, especially with 2 men on base in front of him.
Drilled right back up the middle. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. In to score is the runner from third.
Well, you know all the infielders are taught to try and knock the ball down in that RBI situation. But here on the mound, I don't think he had any choice. This one comes back at him and gets him flush. And by the time they all scramble around to find the ball, they have no chance of preventing that run from scoring.
Number 40 will stand in now with 3 home in the inning already and 2 more ducks out there at second and third.
And a chance to really put up a crooked number here with just a simple base hit.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball 1. That pitch count, as you see, already standing at 41.
And you don't need Eric or I to tell you about that. That's way too many this early.
Here comes the 1-0. In for a strike, it's 1-1.
Boy, I'll tell you what, after seeing 2 errors in the inning, as a pitcher, you pretty much have to go into strikeout mode.
Close pitch, but just a bit outside. He wanted it, but it's 2-1. 3-1 now.
And whatever you do, you can't let that previous call eat at you. You've got to come back with your best pitch here on 3-1.
Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Hard hit ball to second. Kipnis is there. Throw is in time, and they're able to avoid the huge inning here as the side is retired. So they pick up 3 runs on 4 hits, 2 costly errors, and 2 men left on base. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Jason Kipnis will dig in to lead things off here in what's been a very evenly played game so far.
I'll say tie game, tie series. Hard to get much more evenly matched than what we've seen so far.
That's yanked into the stands. Strike 1. And a cut fastball here that he started off a bit too far inside. It nearly got him.
Well, nothing wrong with that. As much as it pains me to say, the pitchers have the right to work inside.
And he took something off of it there. It's 1-2.
And after you move a guy off the plate and you know he's all worked up, that's a perfect time to drop a curveball or a changeup on him. Great pitch call right there.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Smoke toward the hole. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Up next for Cleveland.
Stepping in, Francisco Lindor. He scored after tripling in his first plate appearance. What's he got in store for us here?
Yeah, he already got to show off those wheels, so let's see if he can make it happen again in this at-bat.
Kipnis runs. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning. Now to the plate, Mike Napoli, and he'll be looking to add on to his 2 RBIs from earlier. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. And Napoli can't connect there as that's by him for strike 2.
And now this is where you can be just a little bit more selective as a pitcher. You're looking for the strikeout. You certainly don't have to throw a strike in either of the next 2 pitches. So you got to see if you can get him to chase.
Now in the box, Jose Ramirez, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
Now with 2 strikes, boy, if he could come up with back-to-back punch-outs, wouldn't that be something?
On the ground to the left side. Gloved by Russell. Throw to first, not in time as the run is across to score. Ronnie Chisenhall stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. That's by him for strike 1. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1 and 2. Has to be thinking strikeout here. That's popped up out towards short right field. Baez is there for it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Rajay Davis stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1.
And tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, curveball, then change up here on the first couple pitches. Now might be the time to see him run that fastball in on his hands. Maybe try and get the...
In just a sec as this ball is driven into the outfield. This should score 1, maybe 2. And the run is in to score from second. And not in time as the second run scores. So a man at third here with 2 gone. And here's the left fielder, Coco Crisp. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Seems like they're showing a lot of faith in this guy, leaving him out there.
And I think you appreciate that as a pitcher, but sometimes when you don't have it, you don't have it. Looks like this is going to be one of those times.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1 and 2. Hard sinker misses. 2 and 2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2 and 2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2 and 2. On his way to pitch number 75. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. So 3 runs on 4 hits and a man left on.
Leading off for the Cubs,
Leading off the inning, Jason Hayward, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
Down 0-2 after 2 great sliders. He's got his work cut out for him now.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. But this will land untouched. Kluber's ready. 0-2 pitch on its way. Swing, and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Hit to short. Lindor takes it in. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Up next for the Cubs, second baseman, Javier Baez.
Striding into the box, Javier Baez. He reached on a single in his first try. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. High and deep to straightaway right. Chisenhall racing back. Gone! A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His first homer so far in the series, and they cut the gap here. It's now 6-4.
Well, no doubt that's a mistaken location right there. At the plate, his eyes were probably lighting up watching that one come in.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. Lofted in the air out to right field. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. Fowler around second. He's headed for third. The relay throw, and he is in there.
Well, I'm not sure if he got the greatest break on this ball out there in right field. You're going to see him leap right here at the end, and by the time he's able to run that thing down, it's not in time, and we're looking at a triple.
Stepping in now, Kyle Schwarber, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Any thought to bringing the infield in here with 1 away?
Still a little early in my book. A run you can live with. What you don't want to do is let this snowball into a big inning.
That's inside. 2-0.
I think all these hits are making him a little gun-shy out there. He's starting to aim the ball and to nibble. When calls don't go your way, that could be trouble.
In the dirt, it's 3-0 now.
Now that he's worked it to 3-0, he's got a couple of free pitches here to pick out one he really likes.
And he misses with 1 here. It's ball 4. So that'll at least bring the double play into the conversation with runners at the corners and 1 away.
Now there are 2 ways you can go here as a pitching coach. So he's got to make a judgment call out there. He knows what buttons to press with each of his pitchers. Some guys you've got to reassure and be very positive with. Other guys, they respond better when you go out and challenge them. Really got to read them the riot act.
Chris Bryant steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Now, with runners at the corners and 2 strikes, this is a spot where you've got to make something positive come out of this on the mound.
Now a ball grounded to short. This could be two. On to Napoli, and they get two here to get him out of the inning. But the Cubs do get one back on the solo home run. Bottom of the fourth coming up. It's the Indians 6 and the Cubs 4. Roberto Perez is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
Roberto Perez.
First offering on its way. And that's dead center for strike one.
Well, even though he's thrown a first pitch strike to about 70% of the batters he's faced, the rest of his game has not been sharp, and he's not pitching well.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. A quick out number one.
Up next for Cleveland, designated hitter, Carlos Santana.
Carlos Santana will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
First pitch sinker misses in on the hands that time. It's a ball and no strikes. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a line drive, but foul. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And this is a strike 3 called. Oh, caught a break there. 2 away.
You know, and I think most hitters will tell you, if you get a bad call on strike 1 or strike 2, you know, they can live with that. But if you're going to punch me out on strike 3, it better be a strike. If not, I feel like you're taking the bat out of my hands.
Jason Kipnis is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Sinker, and this one's over as well. 0-2 now. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Beaten into the ground over to first. Rizzo is there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down in order. Leading off the inning, Anthony Rizzo, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. Backhanded. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. 7th and final game of the World Series as you get a look at our line score to this point in this emotionally charged contest. Ben Zobrist is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Kluber steps into his windup. Here he comes, 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. 4 runs, 9 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him. I'll tell you, he's already hit one guy. He is not afraid to work inside.
No, and as much as I hate to say it, pitchers have just as much right to the inside part of the plate as you do.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. Down the third baseline. Ramirez comes up with it. Throw on to Napoli takes care of him. 2 away now. Addison Russell will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time and then a base hit last time around. First pitch of the at-bat. Line drive to center field. Davis is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for the Francisco Lindor comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
To short. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away.
First baseman, Mike Napoli.
Mike Napoli Rides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. One out, nobody on. Way outside. 1-2. Grounded back up the middle. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. Throw will not be in time at first. A good effort that time, but not enough to prevent them from getting a one-out base runner. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jose Ramirez. He'll swing it from the left side right here. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball one. Gotta say, they've done a pretty nice job laying off that tough changeup.
And I think you have to give some credit to that hitting coach. He's tried to tell him that pitch is not going to be a strike. You got to wait and make him bring something up in the zone.
Swung on, missed. 2-1. He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
Well, this is a good fastball spot for him now, and keep in mind he's got a big hole on that right side of the infield.
And the count will be full. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Both teams have 9 hits on the scoreboard. Swinging a hard hit ball down the line in right, and that's into the outfield for a one-out hit. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double. Lonnie Chisenhall will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. First pitch sinker misses in on the hands that time. It's a ball and no strikes. And he continues to labor here, coming up on 100 pitches in just the 5th inning. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Sinker. 3-2 now.
Keep in mind now, the longer this at-bat goes, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning out there.
He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third. Settling in now, Rajay Davis. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
3-0 now. And he misses with it for ball 4, so the bases will be loaded now with 2 away. Coco Crisp steps into the box here in one of the bigger spots in the ballgame so far. Bases juiced now with 2 away. They'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Off-speed pitch, and this one runs in and nearly gets him here.
And with the bases loaded, why not take one for the team right there and let that pitch hit you? It could have been a run.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Take sign?
That would be a take sign.
Chop foul at the plate, strike one. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. 3-2 with the bases loaded. Hit hard towards center, and that's in there. Base hit. 1 run scores. The runner from second crosses the plate. They'll extend their lead here as the runner scores from first. And he is in at third as he clears the bases with a triple. Roberto Perez will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ballgame.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. You've got to keep that top hand palm up through contact.
And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. Carlos Santana will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
On to first, and it's in time. 40 will step in. He's singled in 2 trips thus far. Kluber sets his sights. Here's the first pitch. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. Hits ball 1. Tap foul at home plate. Here's the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
But when you start that pitch off the edge, most guys know well enough to lay off. You've got to start it on the edge if you want him to chase.
Called strike on the sinker. 2-2 now. Got him lunging that time as he pushes one on the ground to second. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Into the box now, Jason Hayward. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1.
Well, he's thrown a fair amount of first-pitch strikes, about 60%, but you've got to locate better, and that's the reason why he's having a tough time out there.
Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. 4 runs, 9 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And he comes up empty there on a pitch in the dirt and falls behind now 1-2.
You can't afford to be doing that when you're playing catch-up.
Line toward right center. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
And now another base runner for him to contend with now. And as we bring up his line, you can see that's an even 10 hits against him so far. And you have to wonder how much longer they're going to let him stay out there.
From the stretch. Drilled down the line. And this gets on him quickly here and deflects off him. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
The batter, number 24, center fielder Dexter Fowler.
Dexter Fowler tripled last time up, and he's set to bat again here. Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up. There's the sinker to start him out, missing down and away for ball 1.
And this is a big spot right here. You've got to get something out of this, even if it's just a run or two.
One 1-0 pitch on the way. Hit hard back up the middle. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. The throw home, and not in time as the run scores.
This team's got plenty of guys that can hit the ball out of the ballpark, but 3 straight singles will do the job as well.
Now here comes the Cleveland skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. He'll wind up lasting just 1 out into the 6th inning, but he'll leave with the lead and was effective in this one. Cody Allen will come on and try to get out of this mess here as there are 2 on with only 1 away.
Cody Allen.
Kyle Schwarber will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 1 gone. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Pretty cool right there. You know, it's so important in a tough spot to get that first pitch strike over. And he's able to jump ahead.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And a pitch takes off inside, and it gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Yeah, and that's always the danger when you're working that off-speed stuff down with 2 men on base. Once the catcher can't get a handle on it, both guys are often moving. They're going to move up to second and third now on what will be scored a wild pitch.
Played on the backhand. And the throw will get him at first. A run will score, but that was a heck of a play just to get an out that time.
Well, this is a pretty hard-hit ball, and I thought for a second that he might have had a shot at the plate. But he thinks about it for a second and takes the sure out instead, and that allows that runner to come in and score.
First pitch on its way. Chris Bryant is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1.
Yeah, there's a good one right there. Right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2.
Well, I think the time for patience is over. You've got to make something happen up there when you've got a runner in scoring position.
Pulled the string on him. Strike 3 swinging. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 2, 3, and 4 due up. Jason Kipnis will stand in to get things going for the Indians in their half of the 6th.
Jason Kipnis.
In need of a quick inning here, but he starts this one with a ball. It's 1-0. That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Yeah, it's a good battle to start this inning. That's what you like to see when you've got a guy out there that's getting up there in the pitch count.
Ripped on the ground to first. And he'll take this to the bag at 3 unassisted for the first out.
Now batting.
Francisco Lindor will step in. A ground out victim his last time.
Well, I think it was a sinker that he rolled over last time up, and he's probably going to see that same pitch again. You got to wait for a mistake up in the zone against a guy like this.
Throw not in time, and he beats it out for his 3rd hit tonight. Mike Napoli will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. In there, strike 1. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul for the 2nd strike. Change up, and he ain't buying it. 1-2. Trying to strike him out for the 2nd time. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Drilled right back up the middle. And that's in there for a base hit. His 3rd hit of the game. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Now batting,
Jose Ramirez steps in here. He'll look to keep it going after hitting a double and scoring a run last time up. Starts him out with a sinker that's inside, 1-0.
This crowd's been something else here in this series. They are really making it tough on him out there.
That pole getting a little deeper now. It's 2-0.
Looks like they're showing a bit more respect to that guy up there. That's what a 3-for-3 ball game will do for you.
3-0 now. Sinker misses, ball 4. Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's...
1 run is scored. 2 runs have scored. Rajay Davis steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1.
That pitch count has gone from high to dangerously high. Now, this is not good territory for any pitcher to be in.
Here's Baez to make the catch, and that becomes out number 2.
now batting,
Coco Crisp gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Bat explodes as this has popped up, and he'll avoid the fragments out there. Back here in Cleveland, it's been a high-scoring affair thus far as we take a look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. Anthony Rizzo is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning, 1-0. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now. Too high, and it's 3-0. Allen has the target, 3-0 on its way. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
Well, it seems to me like you've at least got to make him go after something there. I mean, the bat never left his shoulder. And that's making it way too easy for a guy leading off the inning.
Ben Zobrist stands in as he looks at a called strike.
All right, leadoff man on first. Here's where you got to start clawing your way back into this ball game. It's not too late, but it needs to start happening soon.
In there, and he's in control, 0-2 now. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. Here's the 0-2. And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him.
And even on 0-2, you don't want guys to get into a comfort level up there.
Bat explodes as this is on the ground to third.
Wow, just a jam sandwich right there, and all he's holding is about half of his bat. Those look like the kind of bats I used to swing with.
The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul.
Just finding a way to stay alive up there.
Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Hits this one hard the other way. There's one.
he's out.
On to first, and yet another double play. Their 4th of the night, and there are quickly 2 gone here. Addison Russell digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Hard liner to center field, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Boy, that hit right there is just a thing of beauty. You talk about smoking one right back at the box. There isn't too many guys in the middle of that field that can catch a ball like that.
Standing in now, number 40, as he'll take a look at ball one. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2. Swing and a miss as it's dropped behind the plate. Perez corrals it, but the throw is late, so the inning will continue after the strikeout pitch gets away. And not what he wanted to do there, as now they'll need 4 outs to get out of this inning. Jason Hayward gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see opportunities like this late in a ball game go untapped.
And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes.
And you can bet they'll pitch him carefully with a couple guys on base.
Up the middle and off the pitcher's leg. No chance to make the play. Let's just hope he's okay on the mound.
And this one will go down as an infield single, and a pretty painful one at that. It looks like he's all right out there, but things are getting worse for him now as this thing's going to load the bases.
Into the box now for the Cubbies, Javier Baez, as he'll go to work with the bases loaded and 2 away. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Line to the right side. That gets down, and the inning will continue. 1 run scores. And a relay home. And not in time as the 2nd run scores.
You think he was looking for a fastball there? I think he was. That's about as hard a hit ball as you're going to see, and he was right on that one.
Zach McAllister will trot in from the bullpen as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 out.
McAllister.
Dexter Fowler steps into the box, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home in the inning so far.
Well, this could be a huge inning or maybe the end of the inning. This is a pivotal at-bat in one of the turning points of this ball game right here.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
2 down, runners at first and second. One and one.
Ooh, you might have felt the squeeze on that one. That might just change the whole complexion of the at-bat.
And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
A 2-out hit here would be nice, but a 2-out walk wouldn't be the worst thing in the world either.
And he lays off again, ball 3. Fastball here.
I think it has to be. You're licking your chops if you're the hitter. 3-1. You can't walk the bases loaded. Bail and wail.
Back up the middle, and that'll get through. It's into center, a base hit. Long throw to the plate. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
I should have known better than to think that this thing wasn't going to get any closer. With all the runs that both these teams have put up, I'm going to stay away from making any more predictions.
Kyle Schwarber stands in. The 8th man to bat in the inning as he'll get a shot now with 2 on and 2 out.
Oh, this has been a very nice inning for them so far, but it still could get better.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Gotta like the approach right here. He's basically saying, if you're going to beat me, you're going to have to take it to left field, because I don't think he's going to give this guy anything he can pull.
Changeup. Good pitch there. 1-2. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Digging in, Roberto Perez. He singled his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. In there, and it's 0-1. Well, the guy you see right there calling the shots has opted to roll with his starter here to begin his half of the 7th.
And that pitch count is a concern, so he may get the chance to finish this inning off and then call it a night.
Hit hard on the ground to the right. There's Baez, and he's retired here, 1 away. Carlos Santana stands in, trying to change his evil ways here. Hitless in the ball game so far.
Oh, I see what you did there, Matty. That's nice. No way you just came up with that on your own.
Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike 1. Swing and a liner. And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game.
Well, they haven't really needed him so far, but he finally comes through here to wipe out that offer in his 5th try.
Jason Kipnis comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Called strike 0-2. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Zobrist sprinting after it, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double. And they'll hold the lead runner at third, but the batter does end up making it to second with only 1 away. Digging in once again, Francisco Lindor. He'll look to keep it going, 3 for 4 so far in the ball game. First pitch sinker misses in on the hands that time. It's a ball and no strikes. Changeup stays outside and he's behind 2-0. Looks like he's not going to see anything here.
Yeah, I don't think so either. They gave him 2 shots to see if he'd go out of the zone to try to chase. And after that, I'm thinking they should just put him on.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
And you're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place here. And if you go ahead and walk him, you're loading the bases for your cleanup hitter.
Payoff pitch on its way. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball. Mike Napoli comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. It's going to take a lot of guile to work out of this one.
Well, he's got plenty in reserve. This would need to be a magic act, no doubt.
1-1, here it comes. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. And the pitch bounces off his glove, and that could be a run. But no, he'll hold it third. Swing and a miss. A big strikeout, and he's 1 out away from working out of a jam. Jose Ramirez comes to the plate looking to deliver with the bases loaded and 2 men gone. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air.
That ball was so deep in his kitchen, that was the only thing he could do was foul it off, break his bat, and hope to get a better pitch on the next one.
Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this will land foul. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. 3 left for the Indians. It's still a 12-9 ball game. Chris comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
First delivery to him on the way. On to the 8th now, as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now.
You got to think one thing here. Get on base. A walk will do the trick.
Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
Set to deal on 2-2. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game. Sometimes we use the phrase runs coming at a premium, but it's fair to say that none of us will be saying that tonight as we check out our line score. Neither pitching staff has really even showed up. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Anthony Rizzo is at the plate as he watches ball 1.
And time's getting short here. You don't want to have to face that closer in the 9th inning needing 3 runs. They need to cut that gap down somehow.
And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. Chris will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the 2nd out of the inning.
Yeah, and I think he thought he got that one pretty good. That looked like it might turn into extra bases, but that's a nice job to close quickly and run it down in the alley.
Ben Zobrist will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
And when he's got that slider working the way he wants it, it can be such a weapon for him.
Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Davis giving chase. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Cubs are down in order. Still looking up at a 12-9 score. Ready now, Lonnie Chisenhall. He's 1 for 4 for the game.
Right fielder, Lonnie Chisenhall.
Here comes the first pitch. And here's one that misses to the leadoff man in the inning. The number 6 hitter in the lineup. It's ball 1. What do you guys think the plan is here to start the 8th inning?
Well, I bet they'll let him go until he gives up a base runner, and then after that, I think you've got to make a move.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but this will get foul. 2-1. All even now, 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high, 3-2.
And give these guys credit at the plate. They made him burn through an awful lot of pitches here tonight. They're making him work.
And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th. Rajay Davis gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit hard up the middle. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
And at this point, he may as well just go ahead and flip the ball underhand to him at the plate because they're just teeing off on him right now. I mean, I don't know what more you need to see.
So it's first and second now. Nobody out. And here's the left fielder, Coco Crisp. And here's a sinker that causes him to back away as that just about got him. That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now. And he's got to be careful now that some of these borderline calls don't get him started going downhill.
Yeah, and sometimes it's really easy to dwell on those, but you have to keep looking forward. It's not easy, but you've got to do it if you want to have success.
And remember, this all started with the leadoff walk. Well, now, 2 batters later, he's looking at the bases loaded here with nobody out. This is real trouble now.
Roberto Perez stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Bases loaded here, nobody out. And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. This is line to left. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't sure they were going to send him on that ball. This was hit awfully hard, but they decided to roll the dice and take a chance to score him, and it's going to wind up paying off.
Carlos Santana is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. Here it comes, 1-0. Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1.
Well, that's where that cutter's most effective, right in on the hands.
Hit hard toward first, and no shot to knock this one down, and that's going to score the run from third. Jason Kipnis will dig in. He doubled his last time.
Well, he did a good job to go down and get one in his last at-bat, but I got to think he'll be looking for a pitch that he can drive right here.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
You know, some of Jason Kipnis' teammates affectionately call him Dirtbag because he has a habit of giving his body up and getting his uniform dirty on every play. You got to love a guy like that.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
Just a tough at-bat right there with runners at second and third and one away, because you got to figure almost anything is going to score a run. If you don't pop the ball up or strike out, you're going to score. But here he just gets frozen on a nasty 2-strike pitch, and he's going to head back to the dugout empty-handed.
So here's Francisco Lindor now.
That's a ball.
Lays off 1-0.
Yeah, and coming right off of that strikeout, he's got to be thinking he should be ahead of this next guy. That's a tough way to fall behind.
That evens it up 1-1. Looking to minimize the damage here, and no complaint about that one. That's a strike, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, that's just the same pitch 3 times in a row. I guess he figures, why mess with success when you get it to 1-2?
Breaking ball there is down. Good job of laying off. It's back to 2-2. He got him. And exhale as he's out of the jam, and the inning is over. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. 8 innings are complete. We're on to the 9th in Game 7. The Tribe lead this one 14-9. And welcome back to Major League Baseball on the show from Progressive Field in Cleveland, Ohio. Addison Russell will come forward now, trying to stave off elimination as he'll get the first crack at things here in their half of the 9th.
Well, it's so hard to believe that everything they've worked for all season long comes down now to these final 3 outs.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Line drive to left. Crisp is there, 1 away.
I'll tell you, if this is in off the plate just a little bit further, this thing might end up in the cheap seats in left field. But instead, it just gets to the outer half. He still gets pretty good wood on the ball, but he winds up pulling it right at someone.
Into the box, number 40. As the first pitch here is a bit high, it's ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Not close, it's 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. Gets the call on the changeup there, 2-1. Hit hard to short. Lindor is up with it. Throw on to first gets him, and that means the Cubs are down to their final out now. Jason Hayward will stand in, and their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. Cold strike at the knees, 1-1. Credit where credit's due. This guy's done a good job out of the bullpen.
No question. He's been able to hold that lead, and these guys really haven't threatened him at all.
Changeup just off the black, and it's 2-1. All the way here to start the at-bat.
And that's fine, but you can't be afraid to work inside. You can jam this guy, get him to roll over something. You don't have to strike him out.
Taking called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. Now this crowd of over 38,000 on their feet. And that's going to do it. It's all over, and the Indians are the world champs.
Well, let the celebrating begin. This is a World Series for the ages. And it came down to a Game 7, but all along, I really felt like this was the better team, and they proved it here. They are the world champions.
Back now on the show. More reactions now to this series-clinching victory. And down on the field, we'll get a chance to watch the presentation of the Commissioner's Trophy to the new world champs.